Brighton 3-2 Manchester United, Jose Mourinho stunned as Seagulls dent title bid, 5 talking points. Jose Mourinho endured a miserable afternoon as Brighton stunned Manchester United amidst a shambolic defensive display from the visitors. Glenn Murray's delicate finish at the near post put Brighton on their way, and within 2 minutes their lead was doubled. Aided by more shambolic United defending, Duffy slammed home from close range after United failed to clear. Romelu Lukaku pulled one back with a header, but United self-destructed before the break as Eric Bailly lunged in on Pascal Gross to concede a needless penalty, which the German duly converted despite David de Gea's outstretched leg deflecting into the roof of the net. Mourinho made a double change at the break, hooking Juan Mata and Andreas Pereira for Marcus Rashford and Jesse Lingard. The changes made little difference though, with Paul Pogba's long-range strike the only notable effort to bring Matt Ryan into action. Pogba converted from the spot laid on to make the scoreline more respectable. With Manchester City perfect through 2 games, Mourinho has already dug a 3-point deficit in the title race. Here are 5 talking points. Handed a rare start after a turbulent summer where he seemed destined to depart, this was a real lifeline for Martial. And with Alexis Sanchez yet to find his best form for United, the Frenchman appeared intent on seizing it, providing a darting run into the box early on. A nice dribble split Martin Montoya and Anthony Noakert before his shot was blocked. But Brighton's intensity ensured United failed to impose themselves, and thus Martial drifted to the periphery of the game. With more than half an hour remaining, Mourinho removed Martial in favor of his final substitution, Marouane, leaving the Frenchman livid as he took his seat on the bench. Where do you begin with Man United's defending? Shocking throughout a chaotic first half, and Eric Bailly was the worst of the bunch. The Ivorian kicked it into touch to give away the corner for the second goal and then failed to react quickly to the second ball coming back into the area, as Duffy buried his finish. Then it was a woeful challenge on Pascal Gross, despite the Brighton man's poor first touch leading him away from goal, which conceded the penalty. Victor Lindelof was not much better, with Glenn Murray, who is hardly blessed with pace, using clever movement to get in front of him to flick home the opener. With Marcos Rojo, Chris Smalling and Phil Jones all proving equally unreliable, it is a wonder why United failed to back Mourinho's judgment to buy another centre-back. Glenn Murray is like a fine wine as he continues to defy his age and further master the Premier League. Having failed to even play in the top tier until his late 20s, at 34 he comes off the back of his best season yet in the Premier League, 12 goals. What he lacks in pace and flamboyancy, he makes up for in wit and intelligence, like a golfer finally figuring out the intricacies of Augusta or St. Andrews. Clever movement and then a finish that would have been labeled as genius by more fashionable forwards, chipped with the outside of his boot into the far corner, further proved his ability to shine in the top tier. Jose Mourinho's first reign in England was epitomized at times by his ruthless substitutions. Double changes at the break, or even earlier, became commonplace, and while his United side have many flaws, he will clearly explore every possibility within his squad to solve them. Juan Mata and Andreas Pereira were the unlucky ones to receive the chop, as Marcus Rashford and Jesse Lingard entered the game for the second half. United's fragility at the back may be unsolvable, but Mourinho at least proved he will not sit idly and watch unacceptable performances. Perhaps in this game more so than any we've seen under Jose Mourinho, Manchester United really lacked a direction. Their style of play wasn't clear and it seemed to resort to chipped-through balls. Paul Pogba, for all his talent, kept trying to dink the ball over Brighton's defense time and time again. It was repetitive, non-creative, and it didn't work. Take Manchester City. Pep Guardiola has drilled a style of play into his side that includes quick passing, pressing and few touches, which they are obviously very good at. So what's United's style? Perhaps the biggest indication of United's desperation came when Marouane came on for Anthony Martial. Cue more long balls. For all of United's big money talent, is their style of play really the long ball game?